We're here with Mary Collier, local science fiction author, who's just come out with a new novel as part of the Chronicles of Tana series called The Silver and the Green. Welcome, Mary.
Thank you, Jean Paul.
Your science fiction novels have a strong Western element and often focus around ranchers. How did you dream up this combination of worlds, and what is your connection to ranching?
Well, the connection to ranching, I shall have to be very honest, is not that great. I did grow up on a farm without electricity, without hot running water, without the kind of amenities in the household that one likes. However, I loved Western history. I loved the old Western movies. Then the pastor told us about how all the Germans moved into Texas in the 1830s, which heightened my interest, and so I started reading history. I also decided that I was going to start writing a novel. This happened, I was in the 6th grade. The teacher said, write a story. I wrote a story. Everybody loved it. I thought, well, that's crazy. And they wanted a romance. So I wrote a romance, which I thought was really stupid, and went to writing this story about the family that was hit by a Comanche raid. When I finished, I had killed off everyone but about 2 of the main characters. I went through the Saturday Evening Post. A lot of people don't remember the old Saturday Evening Post. They had the most wonderful short stories in there you could ever imagine, and the most wonderful illustrations that I knew what 2 of the important women in the book would look like. So I cut out the features of these women. Unfortunately, the woman that was going to be the saloon keeper was dressed like the ladies of the 1800s, and the woman that was the perfect Southern lady, thank you very much, was dressed like a saloon girl. My brother, who I adored, was an English major at the University of Iowa, and I showed him my manuscript. He roared. I was heartbroken. And he told me, you can't do this. You can't kill off the characters. So I put it up, and about that time, Mother made me the reporter for Douglas County, or Township, rather, that you wrote into the county paper because she was doing it and decided it was too much trouble. So I did the column, which they paid me $3.50 a month, which I thought was pretty cool. I mean, I wasn't that old. So I went back to my novel. Nothing was working. Later on, when I was 17, I discovered science fiction, and I realized what everything was wrong, and Gather the Children was born.
So the series began with Gather the Children coming first?
I thought it was supposed to be that way, yes. And so it was actually the first novel I published. Made a big error, went through a vanity press, but I didn't know any better, let's put it that way. And I thought, oh, I better do this, I'll never get it out, blah, blah, blah. Big error. But then the mother of the young man in Gather the Children wouldn't let things be, and she kept nagging me, and I had to tell her story, which became Earthbound, which is actually book 1 of the Chronicles of the Maca series.
And The Silver and the Green is your 8th novel, correct?
Yes.
You already told us a little bit about getting an early start writing as a teen. How did it develop that you became a novelist, that this was really something serious that you did, and do you plan to continue this series, or what's next for your writing?
Yes, well, I am already working on the novel number 9. It will be the 3rd one in the Chronicles of Tona series. It's called Marika at this point, which is the name of the baby born in The Silver and the Green. She's a rather unusual child, to say the least. And I've also decided to write down my memories of growing up with the less than the advantages that one has now. Whether that'll ever be published or not, I don't know, but I'm writing it down. Plus, there is a short story coming out in an anthology that one of the authors in the publishing company that has my books She puts out anthologies, and so there's possibility that that one will be out in December, but I'm not sure because she has had a few health issues, so I'm not sure. Uh, and I also have 4 anthologies of twisted tales. I've started another one, but I don't have enough stories to even put a timeline on when that will happen.
And do you have any advice for young writers?
Young writers, read, 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 and if you can, ignore what the librarian says about the book being beyond your reading level. That happened to my grandchildren. It discouraged them. Instead of reading like they should have been, they went to play electronic games that were fun. This is ridiculous. I was reading Fitzgerald, D.H. Lawrence, Thackeray, all when I was 12 years old. To tell a child that they're reading beyond their age level is ridiculous. I always read beyond my age level. The books they brought out at the country school, when I was in the 3rd grade, I'd start at the 8th grade and work my way down to kindergarten, then I'd go to the encyclopedia and the dictionary. Don't discourage a child.
Well, those are wise words. We're with Mary Collier, 29 Palms science fiction and Western author. Thank you, Mary.
Thank you, John Paul.